Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back. Before we start chapter 18, employee motivation, I wish you a great relaxing holidays, a relaxing break. But don't forget, the exam year is approaching, right? So our project is approaching the end. Employee motivations. We have covered about leadership, right? Different leadership style. We talk about situational approach. Situational leadership approach are very important. So when we talk about leadership, another very important topic is motivation. Actually, I don't need to explain the motivation, right? The definition, but anyway, we will cover that. Leadership is trying to influence others, right? To shape others' behaviors, to shape others' thoughts, right? So how you shape others? We introduce the motivation. We will focus on the human need, right? The needs and the motivation. This is closely related. And then we will talk about the motivation models, right? And then we will talk about the reward system. Okay. So first, what is the motivation? So in general, the motivation is the set of process that determine behavioral choices. The motivation is the process to determine the behavior. Maybe not only limited to behavior, but also right your attitude, your thoughts. Our concern is to understand or to create the condition. Our motivation is about how to create a condition which motivates essentially all employees to choose to help the manager make the necessary change that enable the company and the employee to success. Actually, the motivation is about how we can motivate all employee managers to engage, to improve, and make the company greater. And then at the same time, the employee succeed. We call this win-win situation. We have this so-called historical view or classical view or traditional view. We always say that the employee worked only for economic reasons, for economic benefits, money. You cannot say wrong, but somehow this is the low level of needs or low level of motivation, fulfill the basic needs. That's an interesting picture. So this is a picture. I don't say it is wrong, but honestly, I don't 100% agree with this statement. It is the traditional view, right? Employee work for money. I will delete that later. You won't see that, but only in the video. I don't want to read it out as well. This motivation models, motivation series also get developing, right? So later on, we realize employees not only work for money, we are working for other things, relations, sense of belongings, all right? The social, relations. I call this like the second stage. I'm not saying that we don't need the money, right? We still need the economic benefits. But in addition to that, the social force were the primary determinants of motivation. I would say the sense of belonging, right? So we needed to make a friends, right? And then work with other people. So once you get the money, and then you also need the colleagues, you need the friends, right? You need this, the working relations. Okay, so this is also the motivation, but higher level. Human resource view. We are the assets. Employees are the asset. You see, this is a higher level of a motivational view. On the one hand, that we work for the company, but also like we can make the company better if we are satisfied or if we are motivated or if we want to help, if we really engaged. So actually organization gets much more than they paid. So this is why we all want loyal employees, long-term employees. Think about that. Long-term, comparatively cheap. This experienced employee contribute more. They have some emotional bond with the company. We can put this together, and then this is a good, let's say, summary. Like we can move to our needs hierarchy, human needs hierarchy. But before that, let's summarize the motivational process. Employee have needs. So this motivational process. So we have the needs, economic needs. This also can be the relation, social needs. This also can be the growth, development. We are making efforts to meet or to satisfy those needs. Needs you needed to find a way to satisfy. And also the company should provide a chance or provide the condition to meet those needs, help employee meet those needs. honestly, if you work hard, money should not be a problem. This is the so-called one of the resulting satisfaction. Once we meet the low level needs, and then we will, switch or have higher level needs. You see the motivational process from low level to the middle level to the high level. This you cannot find it from expert in the workplace. When we talk about motivation, we realize employees their lack of motivation. We try to summarize the possible reasons, because understand the reason, we can somehow fix that. Lack of interest. They have no interest. Sounds a little difficult, right? Find the interest, motivate them. I mean, although it's simply, I can say we motivate them, but how? How we can make it more fun. They won't see the benefits, the rewards. Honestly, I would say this comparatively, this is an easy one. Okay, so the reward system, clearly define the target, bonus system. Challenging means is in the comfort zone. Comfort zone is, in my opinion, it is a very negative word. So you need certain levels of challenge, make you a little bit uncomfortable. You need a little pressure. I usually use challenge. It is challenging. In that sense, the job will always need to increase the bar a little bit. On the positive side, this is the growth, the development, lack of perceived rewards. So this is similar to the second one. They cannot clearly see the outcome, right? So what they work at. For me, this rewards might not be economic reward. Training, development, growing, right? So promotion, this all can be the reward. No expectation of recognition. We as human, we as regular people, we all need the recognition. This recognition can be verbal recognition, can be written, can be email, right? And then simply speaking, people recognize you, people praise you, make you feel good. I would say regular people, we all need that. So this is a very easy one, right? So this is a good timing. So we talk about our human needs, Maslow's needs hierarchy. Needs hierarchy from the bottom, from the low level, from the basic, this is physiology needs, your food, right? Your place to live, food, air, right? So you stay warm. And then also, if we talk about in the workplace, wage, salary, reasonable working conditions, and then also security. I mean, this security is the basic security. No pandemic. Those are like the basic needs. The security needs. So we are more talking about the working condition, emotional environment that make you feel comfortable. The job, security, health insurance. Later on, the retirement make you feel secure. Then we move to the social needs. The social needs is the needs for the sense of belonging, the relationship. We need love. Esteem needs. The esteem needs is from outside. This is the recognition, respect. From your inside, internal, this is the self-respect. Like a positive self-image related with your money, right? Although I said money is not that important, this is also related to your social status, right? If you are a middle above level managers, you feel good. The very last one is we call it self-actualization needs. The first point I want to mention, this is the Maslow's need hierarchy is a very, very important. The second point is, we need to fulfill the low level needs for sure, right? And then we can stop somewhere or we can go up, continue grow. I mean, this is the growth need, but also, say because of something changed, all right, something bad happened, and then probably you will lower your needs. Similar point, you lost a job, you don't have money, and you have accident, something like that, you lower to the basic. Keep that in mind. This doesn't mean you climb up, you will never go down. All right, so that's the point. But some other, let's say, theories, they don't 100% agree this Maslow's needs hierarchy. The Maslow's needs hierarchy is the base. There is a so-called the ERG theory. They just group this into 3 different levels. One is existence. The second, they call it the relatedness. Okay, this is the relatedness. And then the third is about the growth. The idea behind that is those can happen, let's say, motivated at the same time. more than one can be active at any given time. The ERG model, actually, this is the three group we just mentioned. Existence, E, relatedness, R, G is growth, ERG model. Other needs series, we talk about the two-factor view. Actually, the two-factor view is also not very, but based on this the needs hierarchy. They call like the dissatisfaction needs and then the satisfaction needs, the two-factor. For those dissatisfaction needs, they have only two conditions. One is dissatisfaction. The other is no dissatisfaction. Okay, for example, security, working condition, right? So we needed to stay safe, stay warm, right? So this is, if you don't meet this need, this is, we call it dissatisfaction. So we needed to eliminate the dissatisfaction, but this won't make satisfaction. But from the satisfaction, the other dimension, the other factor, we needed to motivate the satisfaction, development, growing, opportunity for achievement, the sense of achievement, right? And then take a more responsibility, challenge, right? So those are like satisfaction. Without that, you are not satisfied. With those, you are satisfied. But if I talk about economic benefits, if I talk about money, which factor you think it belongs to? It seems like money should be somewhere here, right? So you have the money, and then you, from the no satisfaction, become satisfaction. See how much money you think is enough. The dissatisfaction more included the low level needs from the needs hierarchy. Satisfaction, it covers more about the high level needs, right? So growing, development. I used to flip this, around, and then this become the needs hierarchy. The next one, very simple: affiliation, achievement, power. Also like this, the needs hierarchy, right? But they are more focusing on the high level. This affiliation is more similar to the social needs, right? Right. The achievement needs is self-actualization needs, and then the power needs, I would say, it's esteem. You want us power, right? You want us to, you wanted the respect, you wanted the recognition, and then you also want the respect from others. Your positive self-image,